South Africa's government of national unity has just hit a boiling point. In a move that has stunned political analysts and infuriated ANC loyalists, President Cyril Ramaphosa has officially fired Higher Education Minister Nobuhle Nkabane. The dismissal, coming under heavy pressure from the Democratic Alliance, is being seen by some as a necessary act of accountability, and by others as a humiliating sign that the ANC is no longer in full control of its own government. This is not just another cabinet reshuffle. This is a seismic moment in South African politics. A rising political star has been axed, the Unity Coalition is under serious stress, and the president now finds himself caught between party discipline and coalition survival. Is this the beginning of a new era of clean governance, or the unraveling of ANC dominance under DA influence? Essay Unfiltered breaks down the shocking power play, what it means for the future of the coalition, and why this could be just the beginning of more political bloodletting to come. In a dramatic twist that has shaken the political corridors of South Africa, President Cyril Ramaphosa has officially fired Minister of Higher Education Nobuhle Nkabane. The decision, which came late Sunday night, wasn't just a quiet reshuffle, it was a political earthquake. And if you think this is just another cabinet adjustment, think again. This is far deeper. This is about coalition power, political control, and survival. South Africa's 2024 national election was historic, marking the first time since 1994 that the ANC failed to secure an outright majority. The result was a fragile and often uncomfortable government of national unity, GNU, forged in urgency and stitched together by political necessity. The Democratic Alliance, once in bitter opposition to the ANC, is now one of its most powerful coalition partners. But the unity has been anything but smooth. Nkabane's dismissal isn't just about one minister's misconduct, it's a symbol of the power shift at the heart of South Africa's executive. According to sources close to Luthuli House, the DA gave Ramaphosa a hard deadline: either Nkabane goes, or they would withhold support for key budget votes. What pushed it to this point? It began with serious allegations around Nkabane's manipulation of appointments within the SETAs, institutions that play a vital role in job training and youth development. The DA accused her of political interference, misleading Parliament, and trying to install loyalists in high-level positions without proper processes. These claims struck at the very core of institutional integrity. But let's be honest, accusations alone don't usually get ministers fired in South Africa. What made this different was the timing and pressure. With the GNU already under strain from ideological differences, turf battles, and public skepticism, Ramaphosa was forced to make a brutal choice: protect a comrade, or preserve the coalition. And he chose the coalition. Some insiders see this as a bold move for accountability. Others see it as capitulation to DA pressure. Either way, Ramaphosa's decision has ignited a firestorm. The ANC's left-wing factions, particularly those aligned with the RET bloc, are livid. They accuse the president of undermining party unity and weakening the movement's revolutionary legacy by caving to liberal interests. Even within the broader ANC caucus, there's rising discomfort. One senior ANC MP reportedly asked, "If the DA can get rid of ministers, what power do we still have?" That's the real question now. Is this coalition still an ANC-led government, or has it become a hostage of political arithmetic? Meanwhile, the DA is claiming victory. John Steenhuisen, clearly emboldened by the outcome, called it a watershed moment for clean governance in South Africa. His party has framed it as the dawn of accountability, but critics argue that the DA is becoming the de facto decision-maker in cabinet. This isn't just about one minister. This is about who gets to govern, and on whose terms. Let's talk about Nkabane for a moment. She was not just another name on a government list. At only 39 years old, she was part of the ANC's new generation, young, energetic, and closely connected to rural structures and youth formations. Her swift rise was seen by many as symbolic of the ANC's push for renewal. But that same ambition made her a target. Her enemies in the DA accused her of arrogance and authoritarianism. Her allies argued that she was being punished for trying to disrupt entrenched bureaucratic interests. Whatever the truth, the political cost is high. Her departure leaves the Department of Higher Education in chaos, right as student funding, NSFAS policy failures, and job creation concerns reach boiling point. It also leaves the ANC's internal coalition with its youth sector bruised and angry. And what does this mean for Ramaphosa? It's clear that he's walking an impossibly tight political rope. On one side, he must keep the unity government from collapsing. On the other, he must manage ANC internal dynamics that are growing more hostile by the day. He is also trying to preserve his own image internationally, particularly ahead of South Africa hosting the G20 summit, a once-in-a-generation opportunity for global leadership. Any signs of instability, dysfunction, or internal rebellion could undermine the country's credibility on the global stage. That's why Nkabane's firing is such a pivotal moment. It reveals the cracks in this coalition. It exposes the uncomfortable compromises required to hold it together. And it raises questions about what happens when coalition logic trumps democratic mandates. Because make no mistake, if this trend continues, it won't stop at Nkabane. Already, political whispers suggest that other ministers, particularly those with strong ANC credentials but less than friendly relations with the DA, are being monitored. This means more purges may be coming. It also means more internal warfare, more factional divides, and more anxiety in the corridors of power. There's also concern over the precedent this sets. The DA will now feel emboldened to demand further firings and policy changes. And what happens if Ramaphosa ever says no? The next time there's a conflict, the DA could threaten to walk. And that would send South Africa back into political uncertainty, with a minority government, policy paralysis, and a bruised economy already facing tariffs, inflation, and youth unemployment. So let's not underestimate what just happened. Nkabane may be out, but the real story is about Ramaphosa's grip on government. Is it slipping? Is it adapting? Or is it transforming into something unrecognizable? Either way, the era of absolute ANC control is over. What comes next is coalition politics, unpredictable, unstable, and deeply personal. Welcome to South Africa's new political reality. This is SA Unfiltered, where we say it like it is. No spin. No PR fluff. Just raw, unfiltered truth.